Mantra Tarot. Good evening on this great Saturday night, or whenever you end up watching this. This is a live collective reading for the collective, as I just said. That was very redundant of a sentence, but you guys get the point. I just got off of a live not too long ago. Which was kind of cool and kind of fun, different for me because I did paid readings and live questions, live yes and no questions. So that was definitely out of my comfort zone. And my girl IT was just talking about that on her live, getting out of our comfort zones and doing something different, transmuting negative energies such as fears and things of that nature, right? Negative thoughts. And how do we move about those situations? And then one of her viewers, who I hope taps in, Renee, was saying how it's the new moon tomorrow, and I was like, oh shoot, or tonight or whatever. So I was just like, oh shit, I didn't even realize 111 111 when I said that. There she go. So so I was like, oh shit, didn't realize it was the new moon. So that's what I'm going to do. So for my folks who have been rocking with me for a little bit, welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. For my new subscribers, which just this evening, I got 17 new subscribers. Whoop, whoop. I'm excited about that. I'm lucky if I get even one usually. So I'm actually really happy about that, just saying. It felt really good to be able to, intermingle with new people and, tap into a new energy and, work on this growth, right? I'm trying to be up there with my sister, man. She's doing her damn thing. So for those of you who end up tapping in at a later time, check out my girl Tears and Wheat Tarot show because she's absolutely amazing. One of the best readers around, if you ask me. And she's really, really great. So I'm hoping that some of my other favorite readers tap in too, because there's a few of them that I trust with my energy, who I go to. So that's how you know they're awesome and absolutely like the shit. So with all that said, let's tap in. Like I said, this is a general energy read for the new moon in Leo. I've cleansed the space and the energy, and we're just going to tap in, starting off with the Moonology deck. Let's see what we have on the bottom. Ha! It would have been funny if it actually was the new moon in Leo, but it's the full moon in Leo on the bottom of the deck. We have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. It's giving me like ego kind of thing, right? Our pride and our ego kind of get the best of us. Cards are flying out. But yes, they could get in our way sometimes when it comes to, honing in on things that we desire. New moons are about what we're welcoming in, right? Full moons are about the things that we're releasing. So this is the stuff that's coming through at this time. So we have we have You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, and look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So it's giving me like, there's something that you guys are really trying to hone in on, especially when it comes to your finances, maybe your overall like wealth and successes. However, I think that sometimes you guys get in your head about feeling like you're not quite where you should be, or not feeling good enough. So there's these, I'm getting fear factor type things. I heard fear factor. There might be fear that kind of gets the best of you, and it makes it hard for you to see the full picture for what it actually is. I'm hoping that makes sense so far. Tell us more about what the collective needs to know at this time for their highest good when it comes to this new moon and Leo energy. There's most accurate messages. Thank you. All right, we got the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So I feel like, you guys are like on the up and up, it's just, again, going back to that energy of seeing things for what it is, the bigger picture, and being able to say to self, right? Okay, self, you can do this. You're good enough at this. In fact, it kind of goes back to, just yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. I just posted on like my social media stuff, inner child messages for the different elements, and one of the elements was, which one was it? Let me see if I can remember. I think it was earth signs, if I'm not mistaken. But one of the messages that came out was like a lot of people who growing up, they didn't feel like they were good enough at things. Like their family might have always made them feel like, oh, if you don't do this, then you're a failure, and blah, blah, you know what I mean? Making them feel like, they just never could like meet that expectation. And then that was something that was, internalized in adulthood, causing, this energy of just always feeling like a failure, feeling like, it's hard to like, do whatever it is that you're trying to do. That, and also always worrying about the concerns of other people. Fuck everybody else. This is about you. This is your life. Live it the way you want to. So that might be one of the things that you're letting go of, in this process, right? And welcoming in these new successes that are about to start coming towards you, the successes that you've bestowed upon yourself, not the expectations and successes that everybody else said, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like, no, you are setting your own standards, your own successes, your own goals. Yeah, breathe out. You see how I'm like talking really, really fast? Maybe that's spirit's way of telling me to breathe. Take time to breathe out. Decimating moon here on the bottom of the deck. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now drop down, now drop down. Have you got the fattest ass in the block? Now drop. No, sorry, I ain't got no ass, but I got titties. No, let me stop. Oh, Lordy Jesus, here we go. See, spirit's funny. When they start having me channel and I start just saying some bullshit sometimes. So I apologize. Oh my gosh, I'm a hot ass mess. I'm sorry. If you can get with it, you get with it. If not, sorry. Don't know what to tell you. But alright, so the other cards that we have here that came out together, we have nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon, along with a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Now that first card, nothing will come of this, technically was like in a challenging position, and then I just turned it to like read it. So it's giving me like nothing will come of the situation if you stay stuck in your ways, right? So there's this release of energy that's happening, right, in order to allow for these new things to come in. And this is something you're very passionate about, that you really, really want. Whatever this is, because it's going to be different for every person who ends up watching. But for a lot of you, it is about like, your finances and things like that. Your successes in life. Now, keep in mind, success looks different for everybody, right? Keep in mind that, what success looks like for one person could vary to the next, we have hold your vision, keyword your vision, fixed moon. Hold your vision. It's not about other people and their expectations for you. So I think the biggest message I'm receiving right now for you guys is you have been working on the release of the expectations of others, and you're welcoming in your own version of what success looks like for you. Let me know if that resonates in the comment section. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. All those things are very helpful, and it lets me tap into the energy more so that I know exactly where we're going with this reading. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So I'm getting that, when it comes to the things that you want to do, things that you've been very, very passionate about, this is a time to actually sit down and, discuss it within yourself. Like, how can I make this happen? How can I make this work? Get a notepad out and a pen and just, start sketching things out, do like, some free writing and come up with some ideas. For some of you, I'm getting that Venn diagram might be helpful. It's interesting. Venn diagram, I haven't made one of those in forever, but I keep seeing a Venn diagram, like seeing where there's an overlap of different components and how they can mesh together and work to meet in the middle. I just heard stuck in the middle with you. Sorry, I got a hangnail on the side of my finger. But yeah, so like I said, I hope so far this is making sense. We're going to definitely tap into some more energy though. Alright, so now we're going to tap into the Gateway of Light activation deck. I love using these during any moon cycle readings that I do. I just feel like it's a nice balance to help kind of open up that portal, right? Of speaking of portals, we got the Lion's Gate portal coming up on the 8th, so I'm gonna definitely make sure I do a reading then too. But yes, I'm getting that you know, using these was going to be beneficial to kind of juxtapose this part of the reading. All right, so let's see. Here are some most accurate messages for the collective. What else do they need to know at this time when it comes to this new moon in Leo? And yes, I am going to finish the little bit of this knit that I have. Cause ain't nothing but a tarot party. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, Aya. How are you, girl? Alright, so. Let's see. Third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and seeing, clear seeing. I have to say seeing clearer. But yes, that third eye opening up. Yes, exactly. The whole wheat gang is here, baby. I love it. I love it. I hope so. A couple more tappings. You know, we got our whole little our comadres that like to, you know, pop on each other's readings, and I love it. I'm all for it. Weird ass person here. Let me block your dumb ass. Fucking weirdo. Literally has nothing else better to do with their time. It's really sad. Alright, so let's see. Let's get some messages from this deck for the collective for the new moon. Ooh, what we got? Arcturian light codes. It says evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. So, you know, you guys are in this process, I think, of, you know, you're feeling like me as of lately for the past few days. Excuse me, confirmation for some. I'm going to say this and I'm going to add another thing to it. So, and this would explain a lot, because I was really trying to figure some shit out and I did not realize it was a new moon until I saw a commenter on Lati's reading just now say it. But anywho, you guys have probably been waking up at the weirdest hours, right? Getting these weird ass downloads, trying to figure out what the fuck they mean, and it could be really, really annoying. But then you're getting all these really cool ideas about things that you could be doing, right? Especially things that might have been a little bit scary for you, and it's like, oh, this is the confirmation that I've been needing, that's letting me know, okay, yes, this is what I should be doing and working on at this time. So for me, just using myself as an example, tonight I did technically for the second time, but I really went a little bit harder with it this time, paid readings on my channel. Never did that before up until the other day, I think Tuesday, I believe it was, and it didn't go that great, but it was okay. And you know, I was like, no, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna try it again tonight and just see how it goes. It might go well. So I did it again, and I kept on having dreams like throughout the night of doing it. And in fact, I woke up at like 3 going on 4 in the morning, and I almost was like, let me just do like a night owl reading, like see who's up. But I'm like, I was looking at like, you know, the algorithm and seeing like the people that are up at that time. And I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna try to like get some rest. So point being though, you know, I woke up at that weird ass time and I got this download like, you know, hey, you should try that again, you know, and just do that more frequently because it's helped. I just told Lati, I just gained 17 new subscribers, which I usually don't gain subscribers when I go live. So, and if I do, it's like one or two, you know, nothing crazy, but it was definitely a bigger reach and things like that. And if I keep doing that, I'm going to be able to build this channel up a lot more. So I have to keep these things in mind. So some of you guys might be going through something very similar where you have these ideas that, you know, you want to put into fruition. You're a little bit afraid to do it or something. You don't feel like you have the the confirmation that you should do it. Well, Spirit right now is saying, yeah, this is the time, you know, this is the time. But you have to, like, you know, get confident in yourself, make yourself feel more grounded, and I heard structured too. Coming up with an actual plan, sitting down and writing things out might be beneficial. Write out your ideas. Um, the reason why I was about to stop myself and then I continued anyway, I was also going to say, for those of you who've been like having like some issues like with sleep and stuff, another issue that some of you might have been having is like, sorry to say it, but we're grown-ups, right? Gas. Might be feeling gassy, bloated. Not, and like for the females, like not like, you know, I'm on my period bloating, but like just like something going on in the tummy area. And I think that's because if that's one of the issues that you've been having, is because that solar plexus needs a little bit of work, because you're not feeling confident in yourself right now when it comes to some ideas that you have. And that's why we're doing this reading, because they want you to know, oh, we're trying to push you. You just need to find that confidence within yourself to know that, yes, this is what you're meant to be doing. Okay? So I hope that's making sense. I hope that that resonates for somebody, even if it's just one person who ends up seeing it. Let me know if it does. All right, so we have Shabala initiations, retreating to recharge. Yeah, so some of us might not be resting as well as we should. Trusting the process, and Dharma. They're basically saying, you know, ironically enough, as I was about to say, you know, karma, Dharma. 5 people in here, 6 likes, adds up to 11. Those scales are balancing, right? And if you've ever felt like, damn, like when are things going to get better for me? Like things are going to start, you know, taking shape in your life. But it's also important to, again, like they said, trust the process, but not just trust the process. Make sure you're resting, right? Make sure you're resting, taking care of yourself, your physical vessel, because your physical vessel, you can't, you know, it's like a car, right? If there's not enough gas in there to keep going, if it's not well maintained, it's gonna break down eventually, right? So make sure that you're taking care of your physical vessel, because if you're not taking care of yourself, getting the sleep that you need, eating properly, and things like that, you're gonna keep on experiencing some setbacks, right? So make sure you're taking better care of yourself. I'm getting for some. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of us are going through the same thing. So that lets me know that there are confirmations here and that I'm on the right page here. Let's get one more from this deck, and then we'll pull from the tarot. Thank you. I like it. The central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna say we. This success is coming in, right? For things that we want, things that we've been pushing for. But don't push yourself too hard. Don't overthink. Allow your body the space to regenerate. You know what I mean? Like if you're not letting your body do what it needs to do to replenish itself and things like that, or you're not replenishing it, it's gonna make it a lot harder for you to receive all the stuff that's coming back, right? My girlie's here. Hey, baby cakes. I came back, girl. I came back. She's another great one. So I have what, 3 amazing readers here. I have my Solely Strange Iron, which on Facebook she is under Castor River. Amazing. We have Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. Amazing. We have Aya Inspired Tarot. Also amazing. So there's some just amazing readers across the board here. If you guys ever need some guidance, definitely reach out, or at least watch their stuff on their pages and stuff like that, or their channels, because I can tell you right now, you will not be disappointed. They are stellar. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, and Great Lessons. Yeah, there's been some lessons to be learned, right? So just make sure that we're learning the lesson. I'm gonna say we, because I feel like I resonate with this. We've been learning lessons, right? Like lately, I have been learning that I am not as healed as I thought I was. Okay, I'm going through an ego death, and I'm wondering why I'm all emotional and like this down. I'm like, they're like, why are you down? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? And then I'm like, oh, because you're not as healed as you thought. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm still doing a lot of inner work that I thought that, I did, and things are resurfacing, right? Learning lessons. And there's not even anything necessarily triggering it. It's just my spirit guides are like, look, girl, if you're going to be helping other people, you got to make sure that you're helping yourself too. So I'm learning that, there are these little aspects of myself that, sometimes I have to talk to little Michelle and say, hey, you're okay. Like how I talk to my students, you're okay, honey, and give them a big hug. I have to do that to myself. Things like that, just talking nicer to myself, kinder to myself, right? And like I had just said, healing is not linear, right? So we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing. It's a process. Like when people say stuff like, oh, yeah, only come to, like when we're dating and stuff, right? Oh, only come to me if you're healed. There is no such thing as quote unquote being healed. I personally don't believe that. I feel like we're always healing, right? We're doing work. We're doing inner work always. It's a process. And it's continuous throughout our whole life. Like, I don't think that there's ever such thing as, oh, you're fully healed. Like, if anybody tells you that bullshit, that's a fucking lie. Why do you think people are in therapy for years, including therapists? That's bullshit, right? So, just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Just gonna tell you. Anybody who try to say, oh, you're fully healed, like, if they try to say, like, they try to spell work on you and say, you're fully healed from this, like, they're lying. Don't trust that. Don't trust that person. They're lying to you. They can help you in the process. Get the ball rolling maybe, but, it's a process. Anyway, whole different conversation. I ain't gonna ruin the reading with my spiel. Palladian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. I just heard Aaliyah, need a resolution, need a resolution. Yeah, I feel like there's been some confusion possibly in your life in different areas, but things are about to become a lot more in tune with each other, right? Some of you might be Aaliyah fans. You're about to find a lot more harmony in areas of your life where you've been having issues, I feel like. We have starving healing codes, keyword healing. Important information, wounds are healed and recharging. So yes, thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. There are these wounds that are still being healed at this time for a lot of folks, and especially those who end up resonating with this. And it's a process, right? It's not overnight. It's not, oh, I could just take a magical pill and everything's fine, or get a spell done and it's over. Like, no, it does not work like that. It takes effort, it takes time, it's a continuous process, and do not beat yourself up. Give yourself grace and let yourself, understand the importance of the fact that it's not going to just happen right away. Okay. Um, there's 7 people in here and 7 likes. Adds up to 14. If I'm not mistaken, that's the temperance card. Tarot readers correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the temperance. You're finding that inner peace right now. Peace and harmony within yourself, right? So just, give yourself grace is what I'm getting. All right, friends. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go get myself some wine. And I'm about to do this hella ghetto because I got like one of those little things of wine like this big that has like 2 glasses or whatever in it and like the little top on it, and I'm gonna drink it that way because I don't feel like getting a wine glass. So I'm gonna go in the fridge and I'm gonna go get my wine and judge your mama. No, I'm just joking. Love you guys. Be right back. I was good like pretty much the whole night, so y'all can't judge me. It's Saturday. Okay. Okay. So I got my little bottle box mini. They should pay me for this endorsement. Dry rosé. Ooh la la. And I'm the only one drinking from this, so why not drink it from the little container? I'm sure it would taste better in a glass because I could let it breathe and stuff, but it's fine. It's totally fine. But anywho, all right. So yes, back to the tarot part of the reading. I love you guys when you entertain my shenanigans. I actually have rosé tonight. I have rosé because like at my job last night when I bought my stuff, I was like, looking at them, I was like, I don't do rosé often. I'm gonna do rosé tomorrow, meaning today. So that's why I'm kind of enjoying myself because exactly, adult juice box. I like had a nip and then I'm like, you know what? The nip ain't gonna cut it. I need more than this. All right, so enough of that. All right, so let's do I'm getting a cross of truth spread for this. All right, Spirit, tell us more. What does the collective need to know at this time? All right. All right, so we got the 3 of Pentacles. It flew out, in fact, in a challenging position as like kind of like the overall / current energy for a lot of people. It's giving me that for those of you who are mostly resonating with this, I feel like you guys are having a hard time with trusting. And the reason why I feel like you're having a hard time with trusting is because of the fact that people who you thought you could be in companionship with or teamwork with and stuff like that, whether it's friends, family, lovers, whatever, there were secrets, there were lies, there was deception. And it made it really hard for you to get to a point where you could fully trust. I'm getting also that you were possibly very passionate about these connections with people. And it caused you a lot of loss, a lot of pain. And I'm getting deception for sure. Again, making it very difficult to be able to say, okay, well, I want to put myself out there again in whatever capacity, whether it's romance, whatever, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't, but it's going to be different for every person. So it makes it difficult, again, to like be able to say, okay, well, I want to approach these situations in this way, right? I want to be open with people. I want to allow myself the room to be able to welcome people into my life. Like, why would you want to do that when you've been hurt and people constantly fail you? I'm getting something along those lines. So let me know in the comment section if it resonates, or hit the reaction buttons if it's making sense. She said Sparkle Bowl. Oh man, I wish I had some weed right now. Not even gonna lie. And a mojito sounds absolutely fucking amazing. Oh my gosh. All those things sound great. You guys do it, okay? Do it. Do it. Let me stop. I'm so bad. You know what? Guys, let me know with either comments or in the reactions, if soon, maybe this upcoming week, if I should do like a messages from Lilith, our dark feminine. Let me know if you would be interested in that type of reading this upcoming week. Because if you are, I've been wanting to do that, and I'm feeling drawn to do that for some reason. So I think I want to do that. Yes. So there's some of my girlies are already on board. I'm all for it. All right, tell us more. Alright, so for some people who are resonating with this reading, we have the Four of Wands. Now, supposedly, this is what's being left behind. So some of you will resonate with the idea that you're either leaving behind, excuse me, like a family dynamic, you know, marriage or cohabitating situation, possibly with kids involved, type of thing. Or just like a very serious relationship of some sort. For others, it could be more like a immediate family dynamic slash friends type of situation. Can't talk. Throat chakra. Not because of the wine. Wine. It will take a lot more. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's gonna take a lot more than a nip and wine to get me to fumbling over my words. I'll tell you that right now. This girl can drink. Working on it, but yes, I can drink. But anyway, seriously though, I'm getting it's like more of like a tight-knit situation of some sort. So again, whether it was marriage or something like that, family dynamic, really close friends within the social circle, something along those lines. That's like what you're kind of like trying to leave behind. Yeah, it was very toxic. We got the devil here in the bottom of the deck. So leaving behind these individuals who, you know, you thought things were more stable than what they were. And these are people who are important to you within your community, within your family dynamic, within the setting in which that you were in, making it very difficult to move past, right? Yeah, but you knew you had to do what you had to do in order to move on into a new direction. You got the Eight of Wands here on the top of the deck. So, read these comments real quick. Girl, you said retired from dating. I feel the same way. I'm over it. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do. Okay, I'm happy that I got some confirmation that some of my peoples will want to watch that. 3333 across the board when I looked up. But yes, I'm also getting that. Yeah, so you guys are releasing, right? Releasing all of that old energy, that stagnant energy of these connections and partnerships and stuff, in which just weren't suited for you. And I'm also getting that you guys have been reevaluating the people who are around you. You know what I mean? Like you want to try to keep the people that, you know, are going to keep you in balance, keep you in a positive headspace and things like that. So again, hard energy, right? Not so cute, not so pretty. Difficult. But you know what you need to do. You're seeing the forest from the trees now. You're like, oh, these motherfuckers is shady. I gotta go. You know what I mean? Tell us more. I always forget what my Lilith is. Lilith is, I think is it Sagittarius? No. Allie, help me out. I told you what it is and I don't remember. I really can't remember. I always forget. I love that. When like people from all over the place start coming in, like it's different, right? It's like it's unique, and the energy shifts and changes too. Like when I've been doing these readings lately, like I've noticed a difference. Like I felt like a lot of my readings were kind of always the same, and I'm like, oh. And then like they started to change, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? It's because there's more people, there's more reach. So there have been people from like India and stuff, and England who popped up on here. I'm like, oh, hi, welcome. You know what I mean? It's different. It feels really cool. All right, so you guys are welcoming in. We have the Queen of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like, because we talked about like how there's like this abundance, prosperity type thing coming in. That's the energy you guys are about to be in. You're coming into this. There's something, again, that you're really passionate about. We talked about this earlier. You're really passionate about whatever this is. I'm getting like a business idea or something like that. And this is something that's going to allow, I heard the word lucrative. Like there's going to be something lucrative coming towards you because of the fact that you're going after whatever this is that you've been wanting to pursue. I don't usually bite my cuticles, but fuck. It's just really fucking annoying. But yeah. So that, I like that energy because like it's just letting us know that there's this fast moving energy. Once we start, I'm gonna say once we start shedding the old shit that doesn't work, it doesn't suit us, things start moving faster. You're lifting that dead weight that no longer makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even if it is friends, you know. But I'm also getting, when I see this Three of Cups on the bottom, I'm also getting there's something that's gonna be worth celebrating with the right people. Yeah, we got the Sun on the top of the deck. This is all about all the positivity, right? Beautiful card. Most positive card in the deck, really. Yeah, I got the Temperance underneath that, balancing it out. 7 people, 7 likes. Number 14 for the Temperance, and I mentioned that earlier. You know, finding that peace and balance within yourself, you know. I will also say, though, however, just always remain diligent about watching out for the people that might be watching you, because not everybody has the best intentions, right, as they see you coming up. I'm getting that, but I'm also getting just, you know, excuse me, researching things a lot, paying attention to things as you work on these new career paths, these ideas that you've been having. Research is a big thing. Paying attention to the market and what you're getting into. You know, for instance, you know, obviously there's some content creators up here. For the content creators, for instance, paying attention to the algorithms, right? What hashtags, for instance, get the most buzz. What's another thing I'm picking up on? Paying attention to the titles people use, right? What are people searching a lot? You know, are they searching love readings? Are they searching inner childhood wounds? I'm pretty sure that's not something people are really looking for, but hey, whatever. It's usually love readings, right? Soulmates, twin flames, you know what I mean? That type of thing. My future love, you know, that type of shit. But point being, paying attention to that, right? If you're a content creator, those buzzwords are going to be the things that could help you find, you know, your niche a little bit more, right? Or you could create your own. There's also that. So tell us more. If there's anybody new in the room right now, definitely hit that subscribe button. Help your girl out. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. All right, so I'm getting that a lot of you guys have been kind of in isolation lately, but I feel like you're kind of getting out of that energy. A lot of soul searching, working on your spiritual awakening and things of that nature. Just really focused on self, and that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with it at all. Like, just really focusing on self and like understanding. Even like as I see the number 9 on there, I think of like of cups, 9 of pentacles, right? It's like, what are those cards about? They're about independence, right? They're about being happy on your own. They're about having your own success and whatnot on your own. It's about independence. um it's giving me that, shying away from having to rely on other people, letting go of codependence so that you can focus on yourself and get to where you're trying to be on your own accord without worrying about other people and, how can they help you and blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, being able to say that I can do this on my own. And that's not in a prideful way either. Just being able to, get to that point where, like, if for a long time you've always felt like you couldn't do anything on your own and you had to rely on other people. You know what I mean? I've been there. um I think a lot of you guys are at that period now in your life where it's like, you know what, I gotta be able to do things on my own accord without relying on others so much. Can I pull this weight on my own, you know what I mean, without having to outsource it. I'm getting that that's one of the things that you guys have been working on. So you might be feeling a little bit isolated right now, which is, again, not necessarily a bad thing. Just don't let it, don't let, like, loneliness consume you, right? I do see there's some new messages. Let me see. I hate the hashtag game. It's fucking annoying. Exactly, Lati. That's so true. Because, like, that's why I jokingly said what I said. Like, you could hashtag childhood trauma. Nobody's gonna actually fucking look that shit up, right? It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you feel drawn to read about it, you read about it. But, and then the right people will watch it regardless, even if it's not a large number of people. It'll still, reach the right individuals. See, on my channel, I always talk about this, but, like, I try to focus more so on what can help people grow. Not, oh, is my soulmate gonna come to me, or, but, like, and I'm not saying it in a mean way. I hope it doesn't come off like me being condescending or anything. I promise that's not my intent. But what I'm trying to say is, like, first off, let me say this, the oversharing real quick before I pull the next card. Like, literally, my whole introduction to tarot in the first place was based on me getting a love reading. So it's like, that's how it started. And I got obsessed about it, and I learned what all the cards meant. I was like, I should just learn how to do this shit by myself. Stop spending all this fucking money on fucking readings, you know what I mean? Just saying. Hey, Queen, what's up, love? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, so I learned how to read my own fucking cards. I was like, fuck this shit. And I still get readings. I'm done when necessary, because sometimes I'm too close to a situation and I still need insight from somebody else. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is, again, without sounding like a jerk or an asshole about it, like, on my channel, I try to, make sure it's a balance, right? I try to make sure there's a little bit of, humor on here. I try to make sure there's a little bit of seriousness, about the content that I put out there. So there's going to be some heavy shit where I even cry, and I'm delivering the message, and I got people in the comments saying, oh my God, I'm fucking crying. Like, you know what I mean? And then there's other times where, it's, we're just doing what's the tea reading and seeing what the fuck's going on. What bullshit are people, like, trying to pull on us type thing, it just, different times for, every situation. So yes, guys, I understand with the content creation shit. It's like, how do I figure it out? If you want to just constantly do fucking love readings, I guarantee you'll be just fine. You'll be successful. But if you're trying to do something a little bit more meaningful, then yeah, you're gonna bump into the same problem that we are discussing currently. Like, my girl Lati just did a reading. Girl, everything you said about that past person, I honestly need like an actual like reading at this point. And yes, it will be a love reading. I need one. So if any of my girls who do read want to hook a sister up and we could do it like an exchange of a reading or something, let me know. I'm all for it. Or if you want a donation, you let me know. But I need a love reading. But anyway, so let me shut the fuck up because I talked way too long and way too much. Let's get one more from this deck. As I shuffle the cards, though, quick little spiel about what's going on. Ex-boyfriend coming back in the picture, who I'm actually like on good terms with, and I'm like, what are his intentions? Really, really, really flirty, and I'm like, call me old nicknames that he only called me when we were together, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Very confused. And he just got out of a relationship a few weeks ago. I'm like, I am not trying to be the rebound. So now I'm like, what do I need to know about this nigga? But anyway, look, Spirit is funny. Spirit is fucking funny. I cannot with them. Anywho, any freaking who. Exactly. So we got Ace of Swords. Can't make this shit up even if he wanted to. Ace of Swords along with Page of Swords. I might re-pull because I feel like that was like the energy of what I was asking about. So like the cards could have got a little fucked up. Alright, Michelle, enough of your bullshit. Let's try again. Card for the collective at this time based on this energy. Okay. I won't say that's a first because it's not, but what the heck just happened? Oh my goodness. Cards just splattered everywhere. Someone wants to spill their guts about something? I don't fucking know. Very confused. So let's try again. What is happening? Y'all heard the impact of all those cards that felt like those mad cards. I hope I didn't like miss one. My gosh, what is going on? Alright, let's try that again. For real this time, Spirit. Not about me. Not about me. The collective. Okay. Thank you. This makes a lot more sense. And it came out challenging. Alright, so we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands. So, and it came out challenging. They came out together. So you can see them. So I'm getting that Spirit is saying at this time, one of the biggest things right now is letting go of those challenges, that heavy burden that is still kind of weighing you down. There's things that you haven't fully released yet, as we kind of already saw even earlier. There's this fortune that belongs just to you and only you, that it's like within your grasp, but you're not quite there. And the only reason is because there's things holding you back. When you let these things go, these things, these people, these circumstances go, you will have access to it. Yeah, you'll have access to it. Slow and steady wins the race, though. We got the Knight of Pentacles here. So, I think one of the things that are being released is some old heartbreaks and disappointments, in whatever facet in your life this falls in. Because, again, it's going to be different for everybody here. So the more that you understand the importance of releasing, my phone just went off, or my Fitbit / phone just went off. 8 people, 8 likes. Once you understand the importance of releasing these things that have been not serving you, that's when you'll see some changes, some substantial changes at that. Let's see. I am drawn to this deck. Ugh. It's the right one. There's 2 decks that look very similar to me, and then I always get the wrong one. I believe it's this one. Alright, so I'm going to pull from here, and I'm going to pull from one other deck after this. And I do hope that this is resonating. Yes, I'm gonna do a reading for the Lionsgate portal. I literally, that's one of the first things I said like earlier. I was like, oh shit, as I was talking about like the, you know, the new moon. I was like, oh shit, the Lionsgate portal is coming up too. Let me make sure I don't forget about that. So yeah, another thing I want to make sure I hone in on. Alright, so we're gonna get maybe 3 messages from this card, this deck rather, and then we'll get some messages from one more deck, and that will be the end of the reading. If this has been resonating, definitely let me know. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, or the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, all that stuff. Notification bell so you know when I go on. Alright, so we have Jesus. Acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. So I feel like you guys are being called to serve in some kind of way. Excuse me. I feel like you guys, there is a higher purpose that you're meant to serve at this time, and they really want you to hone in on that. I feel like you guys probably already know that you're supposed to be doing this, but it's just really, really like hard sometimes, because there are these different things in your head that are like kind of holding you back and pulling you back from fully doing it and fully committing to it. I keep hearing the word commitment or committing. That might be one of the things that makes it difficult sometimes, but they're just saying, you know, let that part go a bit, you know, loosen that grip, because you're definitely, you know, whatever it is that you feel like you're supposed to be doing, that purpose that you feel like you're supposed to serve, you're supposed to at this time. Alright, so we're gonna get like maybe 3 from here. What else for the collective? Got Saint Germain, Violet Flame, Alchemy, Release the Old. We just talked about that. Make way for the new. We literally just talked about that. You can't let the new in unless you let go of the old, right? It's transmutation. I'm also getting like balancing the scales too. It doesn't say that there, but that's like kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, definitely transmutation for sure though. The alchemy part of that that card. Alchemizing the energies around you and your life at this time. Also, we're just talking about the Lionsgate portal. 8 people in here and 8 likes. Definitely doing a Lionsgate portal reading now. That's pretty wild. We have the Divine Director. Trust the process. Wasn't there another card about trusting the process? Like way early in the reading? Am I bugging? See if I can find it. Yep. Found it. Alright, so I'll read the whole card and then I'll show you the other card from earlier. Trust the process. Create space for the divine order to unfold. And this came out earlier. Where it says trusting the process, right? One more from here. Yeah, so definitely trust the process. There are things happening right when it's supposed to. Divine timing is at play. Don't rush the process. Sometimes, you know, we get in our egos and we want things to happen in a certain time period or, you know, a certain speed. And the reality is we don't have control over that. We don't. That's why, like, when people like say, oh, when is this person gonna reach out to me? Like love readings or whatever. Oh, when is this person gonna reach out to me? Are they gonna? I'm like, first off, I have no control over that, and neither do you. The only person who really truly knows is the most divine and most high, and I'm not that person or that being for that matter. So it's like, I will not sit there and lie to you and say, oh, they're gonna hit you up in 2 weeks. Like, when readers say shit like that, no, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and or they're lying, because like they're trying to get your money. Because like, no, I'm not gonna sit there and sell you a fucking dream. That's not the reader that I am. Um, Trust the process. Everything happens in divine timing, divine order. You might be seeing the number 555 a lot, or fives in general. It's because there's some changes that need to happen, right, in order to welcome in what it is that you want to, see the. Sorry, what's that quote that people always say? To see the change, you have to be the change, right? Um, things don't just happen out of nowhere. Like you have to put in the effort, and the work, and then trust the process after that, and let things unfold naturally. But understand there are parts of the situation that you can control, and there's parts that you can't. Use your discernment when it comes to that. Okay. Exactly, and free will, that's a big one. People don't understand that. Like, even like I always say it, like when I do a love reading for a person, I always say it all the time. I'm like, listen, and I always give like a disclaimer. I'm like, first off, I'm not gonna give you time frames. If you ask for a time frame, I will pull out those cards because I have them. But like, this person has they have free will, so, and time is fluid, so I'm not gonna sit here and guarantee nothing. Don't sit there and say I'm a bad reader because I can't tell you this answer. You know what I mean? But yeah, at the end of the day, like, there's some things that are really out of our control. People have to make changes in their lives and things like that to see certain things happen, including ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's so many things that I want in my life right now, but one of the biggest things I need to work on, especially when it comes to my career and my finances, lack mindset, scarcity. Why do I still think that way? I learned that actually came from a past lifetime. That's where that shit comes from for me. The way that my life was in a past lifetime really affected me in that way, in that capacity. It makes a lot of sense because I've always been in this mindset of, well, where's the next thing coming from? And like very scarce. Like, oh, I have to make food stretch. And it's like, there could be an abundance of food in the house. I'm like, oh, that's a stretch. And it's like, nigga, like, you literally got mad food in the fucking freezer. Like, you don't have to make anything stretch. Why are you so worried about it? And I'm like, because I'm supposed to? Question mark? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But, yeah. Mindset is a big thing, We have Kathumi here. Initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. So the stuff that you're going through right now, it's happening for a reason, and it's meant to happen so that you can hone in and tap into some potential that you don't even realize exists. It's there, and now it's the time to hone in on it and channel it. And it might take a little bit of effort on your part to figure out how it works. I'm noticing that I'm having some gifts that are either being awakened altogether or enhanced. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this shit? It's weird sometimes, and I'm just like now I can feel like things touch me and stuff. I don't like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. But like I can feel touch now more. What else? My clairaudience is getting stronger. I can smell things more. I had that too before, but like now I can smell different things. Taste sometimes. But I know these gifts are all like there to help me, right, and help others. So I have to welcome them in, right? But they could be a little bit wary, or it makes me a little bit wary sometimes, I should say. It could be a little daunting is a better term, right? It could be a little bit daunting. I feel like, in particular right now, I know for a fact that Rati and Ali can relate, because they've told me, like, dude, tired of seeing this, or I'm tired of feeling, I'm like, fuck. Like, I have some of those things, but like mine is more, my stuff is more intuitive, you know? As I say. Yeah, that's been happening to me a lot. Like, touch on the head. Like, when I'm asleep, I don't like it. That or my arm. And I think it's my cat, because she's like on the whole other side of the room and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Now, see, I don't. Oh my god, you sleepwalk? I don't sleepwalk. At least I don't think I do. I don't. See, another, you know, highly gifted person saying, "Oh yeah, yep, this happens to me too." I'm just saying, you know, we're telling you, we go through these things. You know, it's different. It can be hard sometimes. We have Hathor on the bottom of the deck. It says light activation, acceleration, brilliance, and standing your light. I'm also getting that some of you might be seeing the numbers 3, 6, and 9 a lot. This is a download I'm getting. And that's like it's a master number. So like you're really, really stepping into your divinity at this time. Tell me if that resonates. Top of the deck we have Kuan Yin. Enlightened action. Choose compassion. Move forward with grace. I'm getting that, like, some of you guys, like, as you're opening up and you're really ascending and you're stepping into this enlightenment, I think some of you might be having a hard time with, like, showing yourself forgiveness and grace. They're saying that, you know, they want you to make sure that you always remember the importance of, you know, no matter how hard things have been for you, and the choices that you might have made and things like that. Never beat yourself up. Always give yourself grace. Always understand and recognize the fact that you are worthy, right? Keep getting this energy of you're worthy. I said this in the reading prior to this, like to a person who I read for. You're worthy, okay? Stop beating yourself up so much. You know, you might have made mistakes and, you know, you say stuff to yourself like, well, you're a fucking idiot for, you know, doing that in the first place. Like, you'll say something like that to yourself, and it's like, stop doing that. You know what I mean? Easier said than done. Trust me, I understand, and I know. But I feel like that was something to point out, something that might be really important for somebody. We have Ishtar, inner learnings, follow the heart, truth prevails. Yeah, follow your truth, right? Follow your truth. Your truth is your truth and your truth alone. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can dictate that. I feel like a lot of you guys are really, really highly intuitive, like high priestess type shit. Very gifted. And, you know, they're just basically saying, you know, like, why are you beating yourself up? Why? Stop doing that. Stop. You know, you're not perfect, but you're highly intuitive. And just, you know, allow yourself to hone in on, you know, the things that you do happen to know. And, you know, use your intuition for the other aspects of things. Because I don't know why I feel so drawn to do this, and I'm going to do it because even though it wasn't my intent, I'm going to read from here. I'm going to pull 1 or 2 cards from this deck, the inner child deck, because I'm getting something about inner child stuff, and it seems important. I just feel really, really drawn to do this. So I will say this as well. I might need a little sippy sip, because sometimes these childhood readings are deep. So just to, you know, brace myself a little bit. But, you know. Alright, so I'm going to pull from here. Let's see. Bottom of the deck we have connect into eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. Yeah, that inner love, really, really important right now. Self-love, very important. Um, Hug yourself. I've noticed that there's times, as of lately in particular, I've been waking up in this position. Not because I'm cold or anything, but like I've been waking up like this, like on my side. And I'm like, why am I? Not like in a b-boy stance. Not a b-boy stance. But like literally like, you know, hugging myself. And feeling like this warm embrace over myself when I do it. It's me nurturing the little Michelle version of myself who, you know, didn't always get as much nurture as she needed. Not to take away from my parents, because my parents are absolutely amazing, but both of them. But you know, they had 3 kids and they had their own problems and things like that. So there were times where I did feel kind of, as the oldest and the only girl, like I did feel my moments of, you know, feeling like, damn, like, what about me? You know what I mean? Having a brother with mental health issues and things like that, my youngest brother. A lot of the attention was on him. So the attention that was on me was the attention of making sure that I took care of my brothers when my parents couldn't do it, or making sure I had like the best grades and things like that. Like that was my upbringing. Having to be the perfect kid, you know, being the oldest. So, you know, just keep that in mind that, you know, you are human and you have a right to make mistakes. You have let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. Create your own story at this time. Your own reality. Don't let anybody dictate that for you. Let's get 2 more. Wow, that's so crazy, Aya. Oh, you are the baby. Oh, I'm sorry you went through that. We have find your haven. There's a place of wonder waiting just for you. Exactly. And the number 13 is on here. We were talking about death and rebirth earlier, right? Lati, death and rebirth. The number 13 is actually my favorite number. A lot of people are scared of that number. It's my favorite number. I was actually born on a Friday the 13th. I used to joke with my mom, like, was that bad luck, Mom? She's like, girl, you were my late birthday present. But yeah, you know, just this energy of, you know, finding your safe place. And what does that look and feel like to you? I mean, even as I'm looking at the picture, it looks like a womb. What does your comfort look like, you know? Remember I was talking about this energy of like feeling like you could hug yourself. I'm getting that for some of you, you will really benefit from this sense of self-nurture, self-soothing. If you had a problem with self-soothing, I'm getting, this is very, 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 very specific, so this is not going to resonate with everybody. There might have been somebody who ends up watching this who had colic as a baby, so cried a lot, and their parents might have left them kind of like alone to fend for themselves a little bit. So it's like there might be a sense of abandonment issues I'm getting actually for somebody. That's very specific. That's not gonna be for everybody. But this energy of just feeling like you had to like learn how to take care of yourself. Like granted, like, every child should learn how to self-soothe. That's not a bad thing. But when you have a colicky baby, whew, that could be a lot. I just got really cold as I said that. I'm envisioning something like a baby, like as they're fussing. Like I'm seeing this, so I'm just, you know, it's clear audience right now. I mean, clairvoyance. I see it. I can envision a scene of somebody maybe who had like colic, and their parent, their mom, they couldn't really soothe them. Oh, I don't want to start crying. Please don't start crying, Michelle. Don't fucking start your shit. Um, and the baby is like fussing in like a crib or a bassinet or something, and like they're kicking off the blanket as they're crying and they're cold, and nobody comes to like soothe them. So the baby just keeps on crying until exhaustion. Like they're cold, but they're not getting the soothing or the warmth that they need at that time. All right, enough of that. I feel like I missed some messages. Try not to cry. Don't start, Michelle. Don't fucking start. But like, as a mom, I could. Sounds like a lot. Okay. It's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. Okay. So I'm getting for somebody who resonates with this part of the reading. Um Somebody had a hard time with their feelings and emotions being conveyed slash heard. Um as I look at the card and I felt it, like I felt this energy of somebody who, like, I heard crybaby. Like, not that you were a crybaby, but like people used to call you a crybaby maybe. And it was more so that you were just really, really in tune with your feelings. You probably an empath or something like that. So like you felt emotions a lot deeper than the average kid is what I'm getting. Again, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But there might be somebody who's watching right now who can resonate with that. And basically they're saying right now, like, this is a time to understand the importance of, yeah, people might misunderstand you, but it's not about everybody else. It's about living in your own truth. And your reality is not going to always be the truth for everybody else. So at the end of the day, people are going to judge. They're going to have their own perceptions and judgments and things like that. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Allow yourself to feel what you feel, and be okay with that. Some of you might have water in your chart somewhere. I'm also getting that some of you might have air in your chart, and you know, you had to, especially as being an air sign, you might have felt really, really stuck in this dynamic of not expressing emotions at all. This is very, very, very specific for somebody. Please take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. Some of you might come from a family that has a military background, where you had a parent or a grandparent who you know was based in the based in the military, and that might be where some of that, like, real, like, hardened, you know, attitude, even as a girl, for some of you, that could be where that comes from too. Is like, you know, why are you crying? Like, cut it out. Pop you in the mouth type shit. I just saw like somebody get popped in the mouth for like just crying. I'm also, like I said, I'm really, really cold. I was hot just a little while ago. I'm like cold as fuck. Yeah, like I said, tell me if it resonates in the tell me if it resonates in the comments. It's all making sense. So bottom of the deck we have set boundaries, claim your power, and know your value today. Yes. Now I don't know if y'all heard how I said that. Claim your power. I said almost like I'm Mike Tyson or some shit. I can't even repeat it because it came out by accident. Some of you might have a natural lisp or had one. You might have, I'm getting somebody might have had speech therapy as a child. I'm also getting that there might have been a kid that was tongue-tied and had to get the procedure where they cut the bottom of the little membrane on the bottom of the tongue. I'm getting something like that for somebody. See, I did not mean, I'm sorry to make you guys start crying. It was not my intent, I promise. It's just, but Spirit told me to read from this deck. And this deck is like hard. Choose yourself today on the top of the deck. Do not deny your importance. Yeah, you guys are important. You're valuable. You're worthy. Okay? If you ever forget that, your inner child is saying, please don't forget that you are valuable, you are worthy, okay? And listen to song within my heart. We have your inner child has something to say. And I mean, I think your inner child has been speaking, right? Your inner child has been speaking from this deck. There's a reason why I pulled from it. And I did not intentionally do that. Like, I was guided to read from it, and I was like, okay, Spirit has spoken. I was gonna read from here to close out the reading, but this deck is not nowhere near as heavy as that. But my goodness, that was rough. Whew. That was rough, especially like with the stuff I was feeling and seeing. I'm just like, oh gosh, somebody who ends up watching this. Like, you guys already, I'll feel something, and there's going to be people who kind of feel and see, and all of that other things too. We have your universal mind. You're about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. So I'm getting that there's a lot of stuff about, like, choices, right? Choices are important right now. Acknowledge that you have free will and you do have choices that can help bring you to your newer circumstances in your life. There was just when there we go. It's there again. 5 people in here. There are changes that need to be made. 11 likes. The number on here added up is 11. That's about beginnings, new beginnings. So there are these new beginnings coming in. The scales are balancing. There's a lot of things that are ready to happen in your life. There are changes that on your accord and not anyone else's that need to be made first. Okay, and this is on the bottom of the deck. So we're going to pull maybe 3 cards from here to close out the reading. I'm happy that you like it, Queen Jaya. Happy that this is helping people. That's what I'm here for. We have past life connections. You are currently healing past life wounds. So some stuff could come like even as far back as child, like past lifetimes, possibly within the childhood. That tends to be a thing. I actually have a past lifetime. I'm not gonna read from it because we're not about to sit here and cry all fucking night, right? It's Saturday. We're getting tipsy and we're having fun. That's what we're doing, okay? Speaking of which, let me drink a little bit more of my rosé. Fuck. God damn it. But yeah. Yeah, fuck that crying shit. No more of that. My gosh, I hate crying. Fucking Sagittarius, god damn it. Fuck is this shit? Gemini rising, shit. Alright? I'm supposed to be tough as nails. The fuck is this? Wishy-washy, fucking overly fucking emotional shit. What the fuck am I crying for? Let me stop. We have seeker of truth. I'm sorry. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. So I'm getting that you guys know that there's a lot of stuff in your lives and whatnot that you want to work on and do differently and stuff like that. You know what you need to do, right? And we saw that energy even earlier. You guys are highly intuitive. You're very, very smart. You know your shit, okay? And it's just really about, do what you need to do for yourself at this time. Whoa. Fuck. Do I want to take all of these? No, that's too many. That's way too many. I do see auric field, which is about cleansing your space and yourself. But I'm not going to take all those because that's just way too many. Way too many. But that might be important. That's literally like at least 10 cards, maybe more. Thank you. Inner child. You are currently healing old emotional wounds. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Come on now, spirit. You can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. Like, you just can't. Even if you wanted to, you can't make it up. We were just having a fucking tear jerk fest over here a few minutes ago, talking about the inner child, and what pops up? This shit. This fucking shit. Come on now. Let's get one more for shits and giggles. This shit's crazy. Alright, 2 for shits and giggles. Okay, we'll take them. Alright, so we have universal flow. It is time for you to slow down, breathe, and take time to smell the roses. 7-Eleven, baby. Well, there was 7 people, like literally 2 seconds ago. 7 people in the chat and 11 likes. This card is 7 here. I feel like a lot of you guys, you're so focused on whatever you're focused on, whether it's work or just doing everything right the first time, and you take life so seriously. I'm getting like a lot of you are perfectionists. They want you to realize that it's okay to take a breather, right? It's okay to take a breather, slow down, breathe, right? God just had to tell me to breathe just a couple of minutes ago. Breathe, allow yourself to have your moments of clarity and just regroup, refocus. And I'm also getting recognize who you are and your worth. What's the 411, hun? Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. And I think that person is you. Bars! Should be a rapper or something. No, I'm just joking. No, seriously. I feel like you guys need to recognize yourselves for who you are. Your self-worth is definitely important right now. If you ever forget who you are and how valuable you are, take a look in the mirror and just realize that you guys are phenomenal. I heard the word phenomenal. You're phenomenal. You're beautiful. You're worthy. You're important. You're valuable. Okay? If you ever forget that. You might be seeing the number 3 a lot or the number 6 a lot. Take it as it resonates. But I'm getting that you might be seeing those numbers a lot. Bottom of the deck, we have environment. Now is a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. Cleanse your space. Cleanse yourself. release things that aren't serving you. You have hidden treasure. You have brilliant and untapped potential that is just waiting to be explored. There's so much about yourself that you haven't even recognized yet because you're so stuck in, these old ways of thinking, these old thought patterns and processes that keep you feeling stuck. It's time to get out of that. Remember I said you might be seeing the number 6 a lot? The number 66 on here. Hibernation. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. It's giving me hermit mode. I'm getting that some of you will, benefit from taking some time to just kind of self-isolate for the simple task of being able to, again, regroup and be in your own space and, take a breather. Sometimes when we're around too many people too much, it's loud. Sometimes we need a break, from everything and everyone, just to kind of regroup and, look at our circumstances and say, okay, so what am I going to do, right? I feel like a lot of you guys have been in this position of, you have all these great ideas, rounding this up right now. You have all these great ideas, but sometimes the fear kicks in and the self-doubts and things like that. And a lot of this stuff goes as far back as childhood. But it's a time for you to be able to regroup and analyze your circumstances, do something good for yourself, and actually go after the things that you want, because there are things that you want that are definitely for you and meant for you, just for you. But you have to release these old things first, right? So exactly. I love when people understand numerology. I'm still learning, but I'm getting really good at it, I think. So with all that said, my loves, I hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated. This is probably the longest I've gone reading in a long time, like back to back like that, or close to back, because I did like almost 2 hours for the other reading and then this. Like, yeah, needless to say, I'm pretty tired. It's 10:30. I got some time to watch some Netflix or something and eat something. I'm hungry. But anyway, I love you guys so very, very, very much, and you guys are so welcome for the messages I was able to give. I definitely appreciate all you guys for your support. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, remember, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that when I go on. I definitely want to try to be more active on here. I say that every time, but I really got to stick to it. That's the hard part for me. One of the things I have to work on based on this reading. But yeah, so until next time, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, or whenever you watch this, enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, bye. Wait, hold up. I'm about to eat some oodles and noodles. That's a comfort food for me. So there you go. You're spot on. As we were just talking about the childhood stuff. All right, lovies. I'll see y'all and talk to y'all soon. Bye.